It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Wait, ready.
Check 56. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Show it up, show it up. Check 13, check 13.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw again on second down. Flacco, and he's got the hook up to Landry. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second and goal, Flacco to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Flacco forced out to his left. He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Mahomes will try again on second down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Flacco. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Flacco from the gun. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over pretty.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got it, the tight end Jeff Heuerman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Flacco now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. And it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Larry Ogunjobi brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home. And they'll stop him behind the line.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. It's a loss of 5.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Here we go.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Rock it.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch. Check it backer, check it backer.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They do snap it. Flacco now. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Flacco now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Flacco. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, Broncos. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check, go back.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
15. All right, ladies.
Blue down.
Hey, 43.
34 Hayward. I got him.
From the 38, Mahomes.
Let's see what you got.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
That's it, baby. You got to work.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
They can't see us.
Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run again with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
6-6, pull it 5.
At the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
5-0.
From the 40 now on second down. Flacco, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Flacco now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. To pass, Flacco. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Passing play, Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
KC last year on fourth down, 12 of 15, third best in the league, and they're going again.
Hey, 15.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yellow. 180.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
On second down and 4, Mahomes dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That good for 19 and a first down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up third down and 7.
The Chiefs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's my boy.
Travis Kelsey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's just me and you.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, Monday.
Now Flacco. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Get up.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Torrey Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. McManus's point after is good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
33 yards that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flacco from the gun. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Hey, Orbit.
They go pass again with Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Flacco. Escape under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Flacco. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Now a desperate. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. He'll try and run it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
23.
To throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Well, he's going to go for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Here we go, checking my head.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Flacco to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Corey Smith. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Haywood!
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Mark 56. Mark 56. Let's go.
One last gasp for Flacco. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich finding the end zone on the game's final play, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
56. Mike, 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, flush to his right. Incomplete. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge 3rd down call coming up.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Behind. 20. Red.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Check, 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 check.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
So now it's Flacco's turn to fire here in the extra session. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To pass, Flacco. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
You better be rocking. Hey, echo.
56 is the mic.
No.
Here's Flacco. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense.